Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. What is it about Ripple and XRP that makes smart people say really stupid things about it? There's a headline today on crypto media site U.Today titled, Ripple CEO buys Bitcoin with XRP dumped on retail. Adam back. This is going to be fun to go through. But before going any further here, if you would please delicately tap that like button. And if you're a fan of Ripple and XRP and you think that the concept of Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse dumping XRP to buy Bitcoin is stupid, even without knowing any further content about this piece, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. It's an XRP-centric channel after all, so you'll be in good company. I'll just say that. So this was all over my Twitter feed today, and there are multiple people tagging me with this story, and I don't blame you. I mean, it's attention-grabbing, most certainly, so of course I had to talk about it. Shout out to Vladimir Kim here, who tagged me, along with fellow XRP YouTuber, The Bearable Bull, and the link to this article, and wrote, looks like fake news to me. What you guys think? Oh, I'm gonna tell you what I think, and it's completely nonsense. I mean, it's not fake news in the sense that the guy did say this, but his assumption or claim that this happened is a fake, like a fake assumption. I mean, I think you got the cut of my jib. Whatever. So it was this guy, Adam Back. And he's the CEO, co-founder of Blockstream, which I had heard of, but didn't really remember what it was. So I just looked up. He's got 184,000 followers on Twitter, and he's spouting nonsense about Ripple and XRP. And so I went to his website. I'm not going to run through this, but I was just kind of curious. So I went to Blockstream.com, and so they've got several different products, an inter-exchange settlement network based on Bitcoin. Yeah, I bet Bitcoin's great for settlement because it's so cheap and fast, right, guys? There's nothing better than it. Best thing since sliced bread. Oh, Lord. Okay. No, Bitcoin is like the bread before people found out how to slice it, okay? Like, I'm telling you. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Adam Back, the CEO of Blockstream, recently attempted to unfold the mystery of Ripple's XRP sales that surpassed $1.2 billion. In his new tweet, he made a wild claim that Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse was stacking sats with pre-mined XRP tokens that he dumps on retail investors. And then they cite the tweet right there. And so I want to pull up the actual thread right here. And so here's where this all came from. There's this what's this guy's name? Larry Cermak. He could not be more against Ripple and XRP, and he has what he thinks is facts that he spouts typically, and I've covered it on the channel before, and it is nonsense. And so here's what he wrote. He retweeted an old interview from Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse speaking with CNN's Julia Chatterley, and this is from the beginning of September of 2019. So retweeted this video clip, which was running rampant just the other day. And he wrote this: nearly everything Brad Garlinghouse says in this video is a lie. Quoting daily volume by CoinMarketCap is almost unbelievable to me, since he knows at least 90% of it is fake, but XRP investors eat it up anyway. So to just point out how little Larry knows about what he's talking about here, Brad Garlinghouse not aware? Well, let me take a look. Because I'll tell you for sure, Ripple, including the CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, is well aware that there's all sorts of fake volume on CoinMarketCap. So what did I pull up here? Oh, this is the Q3 2019 XRP Markets Report, which came out on October 18th, 2019. And here's what they wrote in this, in part. As readers may recall from the previous quarterly report, Ripple publicly announced our intention to shift to a more conservative volume benchmark for our XRP sales away from CoinMarketCap and to Crypto Compare Top Tier. And then they go on to cite what the numbers were there. And this again was not the first time this was mentioned, but they cited the problem that the crypto industry, blockchain industry as a whole, was operating under false pretenses with false numbers coming from CoinMarketCap. And Ripple has stated that as an industry they must do better, everybody must do better, and Ripple was leading the charge on this. And then you got this Larry guy talking about Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse misleading, when no, they're leading the charge against the fake volume. So there you go, Larry Cermak, everybody. So then this guy, Adam Back, this is the Blockstream CEO. Here's the tweet. And so he just must be another, I don't know if he's a Bitcoin maxi or not, but to me this just seemed like a snarky comment. And then he got picked up because he's a notable figure in the world of crypto. Now there's a crypto media story about it, but here's what he wrote. In response to what Larry Cermak said about this video with Brad Garlinghouse in it. Adam wrote, he's likely pro-Bitcoin, though, as he's probably stacking Bitcoin with the pre-mined XRPs dumped on retail. Well, of course, Adam Back doesn't know this either. That's why he said probably, or likely, he's the word likely. Yes, Brad Garlinghouse actually is pro-Bitcoin. He's said many times that he is long Bitcoin, but Adam Back doesn't know that. He also says that XRP is pre-mined. That is false. There was no mining in the XRP to create XRP whatsoever. All XRP were just created upon inception. There was no mining process whatsoever. That makes no damn sense. Oh, Lord, these guys just don't know what the hell they're talking about. And they're not stupid. They're not stupid. It's just they have these... for some of them, it's an ideological bend. I don't know a whole lot about Adam Back, so I'm not going to say whether or not I suspect he's a Bitcoin maxi. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But regardless, it's pretty clear to me he is not in favor of Ripple and XRP, and to me that's entirely nonsensical. So let's go ahead. Let's go read a little bit further here. Bitcoin maximalists are most certainly not the camp you want to ask for an objective take on Ripple. Ain't that the truth? I applaud you today, by the way, for pointing that out. All right, and so on a scale of 1 to 10, I gave you a 2 thumbs up. All right, as reported by you today, former Bitcoin Core developer Peter Todd recently compared the Garlinghouse-helmed to blockchain company to biotech scam Theranos. Which, by the way, Theranos, that's a fun story if you haven't looked into that one. Talk about a scam. However, and it's not crypto-related, however, Garlinghouse is indeed pro-Bitcoin. During his June interview with Fortune, he revealed that he was long on Bitcoin. Unlike many militant members of the crypto community, Garlinghouse doesn't see Bitcoin and XRP as direct competitors since the former now serves as a store of value. Of course, it is not indicative of whether or not Garlinghouse spends his XRP to buy more Bitcoin, as Back claims. So, just to be clear here, there's not even a shred of evidence of this. It's just, to me, all it was is a snarky comment that was picked up by crypto media and they wrote about it. Just to be clear. So that's what my ultimate opinion of this is. And I'll tell you what, this really steams my vegetables. That's why I'm calling this nonsense out. But I tell you what, I do enjoy running through and just tearing this type of thing to shreds because it's completely nonsensical. But hey, when you got facts on your side, I'm not going to be too upset here. And then they got a subheading here, and this is just kind of fun to run through here. A former XRP billionaire. In an interview with CNN's Julia Chatterley that took place back in September, Garlinghouse addressed the controversy around XRP sales, claiming that it wasn't in their best interest to tank the price of the third biggest cryptocurrency since they obviously have skin in the game. And here's a quote, "Yes, Ripple owns a lot of XRP. We're very interested in the success of XRP, but the accusations of us dumping, that's not in our best interest to do that." Yeah, no kidding, right? It seems so freaking obvious, yet these Bitcoin maxis just want to keep making that claim. Apart from having a 6.3% stake in the $10 billion company, Ripple, Garlinghouse himself owns an impressive stash of XRP tokens that landed him on the list of the richest people in the world with a net worth of $9.5 billion back in January of 2018. And I didn't remember specifically that his quantity of XRP was known. In fact, I remember there was an interview on stage. I can't remember what the event was, but it may have been a year and a half ago. But at one point, the guy interviewing Garlinghouse in front of a big crowd, he asked Brad Garlinghouse, "How much Bitcoin do you have?" And then Brad just kind of looked at him and said, "How much money do you have in the bank?" Because it was a rather personal, invasive question. And the guy interviewing him goes, "Fair enough." And they just kind of moved on. So yeah, I guess that is kind of an invasive question right there. But just for the fun of it, because I don't think we're anywhere near done with the all-time highs of XRP. Not financial advice by any means, most certainly not. No financial background here, but I believe the all-time high we saw in early 2018 is going to be crushed at some point. But take a look at this, just for the fun of this. There's this. This is from Forbes. January 2nd, 2018, so this is before the all-time high, but not far from it. Meet the crypto billionaires getting rich from Ripple's XRP. And that's from Laura Shin, who is very anti-Ripple and anti-XRP. So, but still, it's fun to think about the glory days of the price of XRP. I think it's coming back, though. But anyway, At this point, I guess, so XRP is around $2.39 here, and she writes, co-founder and former CEO Chris Larson, who stepped down in November 2016 and now serves as executive chairman of Ripple, has 5.19 billion XRP in his personal holdings and a 17% stake in the company, according to sources at Ripple. That gives him a net worth of $37.3 billion using Monday's exchange rate. Whew, staggering. Now, of course, he could never actually realize that. That's why it's just a number on paper, because the moment you start selling that, you just, the market would have just tanked anyway. So that's why on paper, okay, at the time, $37 billion man, but not really. Whatever. Anyway, next. And this is from Poochie. Shout out to you, good sir. He tagged me along with some others and wrote, great, just what the world needs today, another threat and risk. And so this is an article from CoinDesk, which kind of made me smile just reading the headline. A Russian nuclear plant is renting space to energy-hungry Bitcoin miners. Come on. How could you not kind of chuckle at that, at least a little bit here? Oh, man. So I don't know how to say this. The words. I think I nailed it, actually. Yeah, you can look it on the screen. I think I just completely rocked the enunciation of that. In Russia, a state-owned nuclear power plant in Russia may soon fuel a Bitcoin mining hub. Nuclear power plant mining Bitcoin. That's the most useful way to use a nuclear power plant. Mine Bitcoin, which does nothing. All right. Late last month, Rosatom State Atomic Energy Corporation opened a mining farm near the Kalinin nuclear plant in Udomlya, 200 miles northwest of Moscow. The company spent more than $4.8 million building a 30-megawatt facility, according to Sergei Nemchenkov, the head of data centers and digital products at Rosatom subsidiary. Man, I wish I could only read articles that had names that I knew how to enunciate. That would be kind of nice. So anyway, Rosenergoatom. I'm holding up the white flag. I don't know how to say this crap. Isn't planning to mine itself, Nemchenkov said. Rather, it will capitalize on the opportunity to sell additional electricity to heavy users and rent space for their equipment, similar to a data center the firm built near the plant. Oh, conceptually, this is so ridiculous, but I love this. Both data centers and miners are large energy consumers with a stable demand, Nemchenkov said. For us, it's a way to diversify. So there you go. That's what the nuclear power plant is built for. A little excess space, and there we go. Mine some useless Bitcoin. All right, that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!